All right, now we're live.
Good. I'm ready for my
Here we
close
go.
up.
Yeah, fix your hair.
Good, good, good.
Friday afternoon. Last Friday, I think we did a very late night hangout, didn't we, Michael?
We did. It was very light. We just seem to connect on Fridays, and I don't know, it's always nice and refreshing. But in the evening, we have drinks with us normally. Now
Yeah.
I'm like it's afternoon, and my coffee's like cold, and
Yeah, my coffee's cold and I'm drinking Perrier water.
it's true. Granted, I'm drinking. My water is in a mixing glass. I find that it holds more water that way.
That's awesome.
So,
Anyway, so glad. I am actually really glad to be hanging out with you today, Michael.
oh, it's always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. I look forward to these moments. Normally, I'm speaking to those who are watching right now. Normally, when Susan and I hang out, you know, it's always exciting, and we always come up with great ideas, and we mastermind together. And a lot of times, it's super late. Like it'll almost be midnight or 1 o'clock in the morning, and we'll be like, "Oh, let's start a hangout." Um, but today, it was just refreshing to do it in the afternoon since we were both available. So I'm excited. Let's do this. LETSGO.
All right, let's go. And the stuff that we have for you today, actually, this right here, this is just one value-packed information hangout, whatever you want to call it. And we have three plans because we've got big plans for the next. Well, it's gonna ripple into the next long period, the whole rest of the year. But for the next few weeks, what we're rolling out for you and with you is just going to be crazy. It's going to ripple for everybody. So our focus right now for this hangout is content creates conversation. So that's going to be the focus, and we're going to elaborate on why you really want to focus on that concept and the strategy of creating content, which will then create the conversation. So some of the big things to keep in mind is what kind of content are you already able to, or that you already know how to create, and what content are you pulling from, and what's your purpose, what's your intention, who do you want to create that conversation with. So what we're wanting to create a conversation with people is people that might be interested in Lead System Network. We already have a group in place. It's all free members. Most of them, well, actually, as of right now, everybody has set up a free account. But launch starts in a few days. So then people will move into a paid account. Where do you bring people in? And where do you start that conversation? Then the other side of it, just follow me because I'm going to be multitasking the conversation here a little bit. Up until now, it's mostly been each individual responsible for initiating and creating that conversation, pulling people into the group, and then that's where we have a ton of value in the files and in all of the posts within the group. We have some members that have extraordinary amounts of value to offer in all areas of marketing. So taking all of that responsibility from each individual to do that whole beginning part of the conversation, we're suggesting that you initiate the conversation simply by inviting them into the group where all of the content is. So your content that you need to create has much less weight on it, or much less heavy of a responsibility on it. So just your video, your Facebook posts or Facebook notes, blog posts, whatever content you're creating right now, just engage in the conversation and pull them into the group where all of everybody's content is. And that will start the conversation, and let us all work together and lift everyone up. For this to work, and I'm going to pass it over to Michael right away, but I just want to point out the importance. Sorry, wonderful dog. Everything out, he barks. Okay, I think he's done. Okay, so I wrote this down so I wouldn't forget because these points are really important. for this to really work within the group, we must always keep in mind that as you're bringing people in, integrity is key. Integrity is super important. And when you bring people in, remind them, and we will all remind everybody, the person that brings somebody into the group is the person who they should be joined with. That is the lead system network link that that person should join with. So always maintain integrity. And no cross recruiting. The conversation in the group is all about lead system network and no cross recruiting within the group. Once you develop relationships with these people later on, they're going to ask you what other opportunity they're in or vice versa, and that conversation can be separate, but within the group, no cross recruiting. We're talking about LSN only. LSN, the whole basis of it is it wants to be the co-pilot of your business. So it wants to help you build whatever business you're building. So allow it to be that. Invite people in with that concept of using the tool suite to build whatever business you're already building, and allow the group to help you do that as well. So essentially you're inviting people into a situation where you have two very powerful co-pilots.
So I want to jump in. May I jump in?
It's all yours, yes.
Okay, perfect. I'm looking for the picture of just what's on the basic platform. I know I have it in here. Just for the record, for those of you who are unsure or unaware of what LSN is, 1 second. I'm just looking for this one image. I should be able to wing it, most of it. Let me just go. Okay, for those of you who are unaware of what LSN is and why we're saying be the co-pilot of your business is because it's not something that's going to distract you from your current business. Let's say you're with Skinny Fiber. Let's say you're with Empower Network. Let's say you're with ILN. Let's say you're with Wake Up Now. Okay, everybody in all these businesses, they all need a lead capture page, right? So a lot of us are using lead pages, which I love lead pages. It's $37 a month. And then the media autoresponder, right? So we have, GVO, GetResponse, Mailchimp, Aweber. We have all these, right? And that's, $20 a month, $30 a month plus, depending on how many people you have in your list, right? So that's what all these a la carte things. What Lead System Network is, for the record. Okay, it's going to take your Aweber and everything that's in there, and it's going to take your lead pages and everything that's in there. It's going to put them together, and it's going to also, just the basic level, also give you the opportunity to do, text responders, voice responders, postal responders. There's a built-in webinar platform that is included in this same basic platform. There is a blog as well. If you have your own blog already, fine, keep it, don't worry about it. But it exists in here if you want one in here too. It may even work better than the one you're using. Who knows, okay? So there's also, if you're a big Google Hangout right now, we're on a Google Hangout. Google Hangout is also put into the back office. So that being said, this is not a shiny ball to distract you from what you're doing. This is what I refer to as shiny ball polish. It's going to help you take what you have already and make it better and make it more efficient for you to do what you need to do in less amount of time. It's going to be more cost effective because all these tools, instead of paying $20, $30, $37, $97, instead of all these prices, it puts it into one system for $30 a month. That is it. Hello. Okay? So I just wanted to be clear on that. We're not trying to stop people from doing what they're doing at all. Stay with what you're doing. I know people love their products, people care about their products, and they want to market their products, and that's why I've personally aligned with LSN, because I want people to stay where they're at. I don't want to distract them. I just want to help them take what they already have to the next level, and that's what Susan's doing too. That's why we're saying co-pilot. I just wanted to throw that out there right up front just so people are aware that this is not a distraction. This is not a distraction. This is to actually lift up what you're currently doing. And if you don't want to be an affiliate, don't do it. You don't have to. It's designed for affiliates as well. There's an amazing compensation plan. I have never seen anything like it before. Okay? It's great. If you want that, But if you just want the system, just like you pay for Aweber every month, or just like you pay for GVO or GetResponse or Lead Pages, okay, it's that. It's the same thing, except there's a sick compensation plan for those who want to be affiliates. That, I just wanted to put that out there right up front so that we're all on the same page, that we're here to work together, okay? So, Susan, can I ask you a question? You mentioned something about cross recruiting within the group.
Yes.
Now, let's say someone comes in and they're working with Skinny Fiber, and they're using LSN to work with their Skinny Fiber. Is it okay for them to say, okay, here's how I'm using it for my Skinny Fiber campaign? Not that they're recruiting anybody, but they're just saying, here's how I'm using it. So other people with Skinny Fiber will go, oh, I can use that for myself in the same way too. I mean, is it okay for people to do that in the group? Do you follow what I'm saying?
I do. I follow what you're saying. And to mention even the name of Skinny Fiber or Wake Up Now or anything like that is not appropriate. It's still a form of cross-recruiting because you're mentioning the company. So the conversation could be, like, say if within the group you want to demonstrate how you're or discuss how you're using the tools, you can say how you're using them with my opportunity, or with my main opportunity, I'm using the capture pages for this.
Okay.
But so my main opportunity or my company, I mean, it's going to be obvious out within social media,
Right.
What company or what business you're working with, but within the group, no company name should be mentioned.
Okay, within the group. So then if someone wanted to do a very similar piece of content, so they have a generic piece which also could be used for their team, which keeps it generic, okay, and they could also create a piece that's more specific so that they can market that on its own in perhaps their own group that they're building to build both products together, perhaps.
That's right. Yeah.
They can multitask them.
That's right.
Okay, so that's okay. I just want to make sure I was clear on that and just kind of like just wrap my head around that piece.
Yeah, that's a very good question. And this beginning group is not the group where, as paid members, everybody is going to stay. So this is it's like the gateway, essentially, that invite people in. We're in the next video, we're going to talk about the separate strategy of the soft opt-in group. So we'll detail exactly how to go about that, but this is just like kind of the gateway to how you're going to create and build your team.
Perfect.
So allow us to help you. It's a way to allow us to help you build that conversation with your prospects and take the whole entire recruiting pressure off of each individual, and let's recruit as a group.
Right. Well, because everybody has different strengths.
Yeah.
Some people are great. You know, they're great at recruiting. Some people are great at closing. Some people are great at just providing content that's educational. You know, so if we all work together, and that's the nice part about working in a group like this, if we all work together, we can make that happen in a more efficient fashion. You know, so I guess, you know, then putting this out there and taking this to the next level, if you're cutting a video, for example, I cut a video the other day, and at the top and the tail of the video, it was about, you know, I'm bringing this to you for me, and at the tail is like, so join me. So what I'm going to do with that video is, because the middle of the video is all about this content, this slide share that I put together, and I made it look really interesting and made it a lot of fun, so that when someone's sitting there, you're not just looking at someone going, hi, I want you to know this about my la la la, right? It's not like that. Instead, it's visual, and there's words, and there's pictures, and it moves, and it has a flow to it. So what I'm going to do is I have the middle chunk of that. I'm going to cut a new top and tail, so it's going to say, hey, so wherever you're seeing this video at right now, you know, that's a team member of mine. Wherever you're at, there's a link below, and there, wherever you're seeing it, you know, click that and join them. So I'm going to angle my pieces. I'm always going to do dual pieces, because it's not about me. Not everyone can make a video like I can make a video. And I don't expect someone to, because that took me a long time, and there's a lot of editing involved, and I don't expect someone to do that if I can use my skills to help someone else, you know, inform people, educate people, communicate people to build that relationship that someone will join them, and then that person can use the same content too. There you go. You don't need to be an expert at everything. Just be an expert at what you do, and you can just build your skills. Practice, build, practice, build. An athlete does not get on the NBA, you know, from thinking about being on the NBA and jogging once a week maybe, and thinking about shooting a ball in a hoop, and then just, you know, paying a lot of money to get into the NBA. They still won't get on that floor.
No. And we'll get more into that when in our third video today, we're going to talk about collaboration and providing value generously.
Okay.
So stay tuned, because we have a lot of content to help guide you through this exciting Lead System Network launch.
It's great for everyone. So Susan, let's we're going to start, because we kind of like a lot of information, and let's keep our videos short because people are busy, and let's just go.
Yeah. So, sorry, just a second. I'm distracted with some noise in the background that my son is playing with the cat.
Oh, yeah, he's playing all by himself. I think you got caught with little bike batteries.
Okay, where were we? What were we going to say now, Michael? Are we wrapping up?
I don't know. No, we weren't. So we discussed content, integrity. You know, we discussed that. Allow our team to guide you, and bring your own skills to the table. You know, if you're good with making a banner ad, make a banner ad. Share it in the group, and then let's all use it. You know, don't make it just about you. Make it about the team. You know, that's what it's about. That's what we're doing with the Top Income team, and what makes it special is that we're working together. Which again, that goes back to integrity. We've got the soft strategy group, and we're gonna talk this later. Is this a separate video?
Separate video, yeah.
Okay, and then the collaboration is a separate video as well.
Right.
Oh, well, in that case, I think we pretty much just summed it up so nicely. We've hit all these lovely topics.
We did.
Yeah, so basically, we'll stay tuned. Like Susan said, we've got more stuff coming out today. I don't really know where else to go. That's very exciting. I love short videos. I know other people do too. So
yeah.
and we like to have fun, people. We like to have fun. So, you know, if you're seeing this on Susan's page or my page or one of our team members' page, you know, wherever you're seeing this, if you know they're with LSN, okay, ask to get into this group so you can learn more about what we're doing. That's basically what we're doing here. Come see what we're talking about. Like I said, this is for you and your current business. This is not stop what you're doing and go over here like most opportunities are. This is keep what you're doing. Let us be there for you and be your co-pilot to take that to the next level. And if you have a team in there and you want them to use the same thing, well, just become an affiliate, because then when your team uses this, it's going to really benefit you. And we've only scratched the surface on what is available. Okay, I'm all set, Susan.
Yes, I am too. So the whole concept of what we're doing here is to trigger you to open your mind to what is possible, what LSN is, and the fact that use your content, use your own value, and use content to start the conversation. And it is that conversation that will bring people in, build relationships, and attract people into the opportunity. And just bring them into the group and show them the value. And that is the point that they'll join you. That's it.
I think that's it. All right then, let's call this video adieu. It's been lovely hanging out with you, Susan.
Yes.